Today we're going to talk about the law of supply, demand, and equilibrium. So what do these words mean? The law of supply is as the price of an item goes up, suppliers will attempt to maximize their profits by increasing the number of items for sale, and vice versa, meaning as the price of an item goes down, suppliers will attempt to maximize their profits by decreasing the number of items for sale. For the law of demand, as the price of an item goes up, consumers will demand less of the quantity of items, and vice versa, meaning as the price of an item goes down, consumer will demand more of the quantity of items. And the equilibrium is the price at which the supply curve intersects the demand curve, and you can see that visually here. So the middle, you can see this is the point at which the supply curve, which is shown as a line, intersects the demand curve, which is shown as another line. And so when you see supply and demand curves, they may not look exactly the same as this. They might be curving, concave down, or they might be concave up like this, or the demand curve could look different other than a straight line as well. But this is a generalization of the concept, and usually what you need to look out for is just the supply curve is sloping upwards and the demand curve is sloping downwards. And as you need to know that the price is the element that is affecting the quantity supplied and quantity demanded here. So if you move the price up, as you can see by this symbol, the quantity supplied will decrease. Will increase, sorry. As the price goes up, quantity supplied will increase. As you can see, if you follow this curve, if the price goes up, it will intersect here, which will lead to a higher quantity supplied. And this is because producers, when they see the price of an item go up, they want to increase the amount that they produce because that is how they make more money. So if an item increases in price, they want to produce more, and that's why the quantity supplied increases. And if the price goes down, if that item goes down, they will want to produce less because they're making less profit from each item, or maybe they're even losing money from the item, so they want to produce less of that item. And that is why quantity supply decreases when price decreases. For the demand curve, if price goes up, people will demand less of the item. If you think about it, a car that is increasing a price, the price of the car is increasing, then you won't want the car less because it is more expensive. So you're getting the same value from a higher price, which is what you don't want. So if the price of the item increases, the quantity demanded will decrease. Not the demand, the quantity demanded. It's just the quantity that is affected by the price. Demand is affected by something completely different, but we won't talk about that today. And if the price is decreasing, then the quantity demand will increase, because if something is cheaper and you get the same item with a cheaper price, then obviously you would want more of that item. All right. So some questions to think about. Why does the supply curve slope upwards? You can pause the video here, but these are pretty simple questions, so you could think about them yourselves first. So why does supply curve slope upwards? It slopes upward because when price increases, producers will want to produce more. And when price decreases, producers will want to produce less, and that is according to the law of supply. And why does the demand curve slope downwards? Well, according to the law of demand, when prices increase, the quantity demanded decreases, and when prices decrease, the quantity demanded increases. That is why it has a downward sloping curve. What does the price of an item determined on the law on the supply and demand curves? Well, if you have a supply and demand graph like this one right here, you can see that the price determines the quantity supplied, and usually it is supplied at the equilibrium point, because this is the point at which suppliers are willing to sell at and demand and consumers are willing to buy it. And that is usually the quantity that the market price and the market quantity sold and produced. All right, let us know if you have any other questions. Thank you.